Hey everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. Today we finally have in hand the Insta360 Ace Pro. That's right, this is an 8K action camera co-engineered with Leica. We are going to go ahead, unbox it, see what we get inside, and then we're going to take it out and shoot a little bit so I can give you my first impressions before I work on my full review. So let's go ahead, jump into it, see what we have in the box, and here we go. Okay, here is everything that comes in the box. We are going to first get the Insta360 Ace Pro. And yeah, this thing is really nice. Now, one thing I will tell you is that when you pick up this camera, it feels nice and robust. It feels like there's some weight to it. Now, one thing you may notice is that it doesn't look like there's a battery when you first notice, but it is actually already in the camera. So you just have to go ahead and check the battery compartment for your battery there. So that's nice. We also have a quick release mount here. It's a magnetic quick release mount. We have a USB-C to USB-C cable so that we can charge up the camera and use it for data transfer. We also have a sticky mount here so that we can actually mount this to various places, maybe a surfboard, a dashboard, a helmet, something like that. So we also have some Think Bold and Insta360 Think Bold stickers. We have a warranty card, a quick start guide, a waterproofing what to know, pamphlet, and a safety guidelines pamphlet as well. So that's everything that comes in the box there. But I want to go out and test this thing, and since I actually have the multi-mount here, let's go ahead right quick and just unbox this, see what it looks like, and I'm going to take this out and vlog a little bit while testing the camera. So let me just slide this stuff off to the side a little bit, and let me go ahead and cut through this tape so that we can see what this is going to look like. And there we go. I think that might have gotten through, and there we go. Let's get this out and see here. That is a really snug fit right there. All right. So it looks like we are going to get some instructions here on tell us what's included here and then and then how to use it. It looks like we're going to get the multi-mount, a 3-prong to a quarter 20 adapter, a screw mount, and a lanyard there. So we're going to get all of that in here. Let's go ahead and get this out here and see what it is, everything that's in here. So here's going to be our lanyard. Here's going to be our thumb screw, and here's going to be the 3-pronged quarter 20 adapter. So very nice. Okay. This is going to be, let's see, I think this needs to be loosened up before we can actually, there we go. Now we can access it more. So I'm going to have to figure out how to actually use this thing properly so we can get it all worked out, but I'll figure it out. But anyways, let's go outside now and test this. Actually, before that, let's test it inside here in the studio a little bit, see what it looks like under the lights. All right, so this is a first test in the studio here, and I'm recording in 8K, and I'm just using the built-in microphones of the camera, so you can get an idea of what you can expect if you don't have an external microphone connected. Now, from my understanding, you can actually connect a Bluetooth mic to this camera, but if you want to actually connect an external microphone directly to the camera, you're going to have to get a microphone adapter and a bracket and another sort of mount. So there's like 3 pieces that you need in order to make sure that you can have this have an external microphone on there. So, all right, this is what you can expect inside here in the look, the sound, but let's take it outside and test it out and see how it performs. Well, I'm out and about here and I'm just walking and talking. I don't have the external microphone hooked up right now because, well, I don't have a way to hook it up. So this is just the audio from the built-in microphones on the camera. It's a little bit windy, so and also it's a little bit loud, but I do have a microphone just underneath my shirt that I could sync up in post. So let's go ahead and switch over there now that you've heard a audio sample. All right, we've gone ahead and switched over
and I'm now on my Rode mic, which is just underneath my shirt here. Now, I will say this. I would hope, and I do hope, that Insta360 starts taking audio more seriously. I feel like audio on all of their cameras has sort of been an afterthought, and they haven't really given us great ways to get good, clean audio into the cameras. It's always been by some sort of third-party manufacturer that puts out an adapter. I would really love for Insta360 to come out with their own wireless mic kit. That would be fantastic, especially when they have 360 cameras, because then you don't have to worry about trying to have an adapter and a cable that might get in the shot. If you can connect it directly via Bluetooth, that would be fantastic. So, all right, I'm walking here, I'm shooting in 8K, 24 frames a second. It's getting kind of dark here. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there really pretty quickly. So let's switch over to pure video mode and see how that works and how that helps. Now, when I've seen other videos about this camera, it always seems like people are using the pure video mode for low light situations. But right now, as you can see, the sun is peeking through, it broke through the clouds, so it's not low light. But I want to see how this pure video mode actually works like right now, especially with me being a bit backlit. So I'm curious to know how it's performing and how it's going to make me look. Now, if I turn around so the sun is actually on my face, there you go. We can see how the pure video mode is actually going to work. All right, now there's a cool feature about this camera that I've been really wanting to test, and that is that you can actually double tap the screen and zoom in a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just double tap it right here, and boom, look at that. Just like that, I can zoom in some. So if I want to go ahead and create a little bit tighter shot for myself, I can do that. And one of the reasons why you can do that is because this camera actually shoots in 8K. And so if you're in a 4K mode, you have all that extra resolution that you can utilize. And one way that you can utilize it is by actually double tapping on the screen so you can punch in and actually have sort of a 2x zoom without losing any clarity or resolution. All right, now there is one thing that I want to go ahead and try out, and that is to shoot in some really low light. Now, as you can see there, there's still pretty much a lot of light out here. Not that it's super bright, but it's it's getting around sunset, but there's a tunnel nearby. And so I'm gonna walk over to the tunnel where I can go in there and see how the image looks, see how the camera makes the adjustment for that low light, and see if it performs well in that scenario. All right, there is the tunnel. Can't see it? All right, well, let me punch in. There you go, that's it right there. Let's go ahead on inside and see how this camera performs in the dark. All right, we are heading on in, and we're probably gonna get a big echo, but we'll see how the microphones actually handle this. So here we are, heading in. They do have the lights on in here. Actually, it's darker in here in the daytime because they don't have the lights on. So it's not actually that dark right now, but here it is. You can actually hear this, and as you start to come out, the light gets actually really pretty nice there. So anyways, here we go. So just wanted to see how this is going to look, and yeah. I mean, I have to say, for being in a tunnel with some artificial lighting, I think it's doing a pretty good job. I think the camera does a pretty nice job of making the adjustments in exposure, and I'm happy with it. So now, there is a pretty extreme echo, but that is the tunnel itself. Can't really do anything about that. That's just one of those acoustic things of nature. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up, and let me give you my first impressions. And I will say, when you take it out of the box, you're gonna notice that it feels a bit heavy, but it's not like a burdensome heavy. It is a robust heavy. Like, it feels well built
and it has really good construction. I also love this flip up screen. It is fantastic, not just because it allows you to see yourself when you're filming, but also because it's touch sensitive. It's the same screen that is on the back because it folds down. And so you can actually make all the changes that you want to make from the front of the camera instead of having to turn the camera around, which is really, really convenient. So the image stabilization I think is absolutely wonderful on this camera, but I expect nothing less from Insta360. I think the colors are really nice. I think the low light performance is really nice. The audio is pretty good, but I really wish they gave us an easier way to get good, clean external audio into the camera. I love shooting time lapses, and any camera that can give me a great time lapse, I'm going to partially love anyways. This camera gives me great time lapses, and I fully love this thing so far. And being able to shoot 8K video is just definitely a winner. So there you go. I have plenty more to say and a lot more to dig into with this camera, which I will do when I get my full review up. So please check back for that. I'm going to leave a link to this down below in the video description so that you also can check it out. I'm going to leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.